Hello students, welcome to today's lecture of mathematics. I will discuss question number 6, 7 and 8 of exercise 1.1 of relation and function. This one is question number 6. Show that the relation R in a set 1 to 3 given by R is equal to 1 to 2 1 is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. You have to show this, that this relation is only symmetric. Now what about the first condition? If I am talking about reflexive nature, what should be there? 1 1, it doesn't belong to R. 2 2, it should be there, it doesn't belong to R. These two pairs are not there. It means relation R is not reflexive. Now what about the second one? 1 2 belongs to R, 2 1 also belongs to R. Therefore, R is symmetric. Now what about the third condition? 1 2 belongs to R, 2 1 also belongs to R. Now what about the third condition? Now the third requirement is this 1 and this last one, this pair, means 1 1 should belong to R. But what's there? 1 1 doesn't belong to R. Inside this relation, 1 1 is not there. Now what is the meaning of this? It means relation is not transitive. These are the three conditions. R is only symmetric. It's neither reflexive nor transitive. This one is the requirement. Now what about question number 7? Show that the relation R in a set of all books are comprised of set of all books. What about the relation X comma Y, the pair, then X and Y have same number of pages. Same number of pages. Now what about this condition? You can clearly write X comma X. Now what is the meaning of X comma X? X comma X belongs to R. Means you are talking about same book. It means R is reflexive. Now what about the second condition? You can clearly identify two books having same number of pages. Means XY belongs to R. What is the meaning of this? X and Y have same number of pages. Now what about second statement? Also y and x have the same number of pages. You can clearly write this statement. It means R is symmetric. Now what about the third condition? If I am writing x, y have same number of pages and y, z also have same number of pages, then clearly I can write x and z have same number of pages. It means R is transitive. Now these are the three conditions. Now if the set R x comma y, x and y have same number of pages, this one is the statement, this one is the relation basically. Now if this one is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, suppose all the condition holds good, now clearly we can write R is an equivalence relation. R is an equivalence relation. This one is the final answer. Now question number 8. Now what is the meaning of modulus? Before I start writing the contents of this question, what is the meaning of modulus? If I am writing x modulus, answer is equal to x. If I am writing minus x modulus, then again the answer is equal to x. If I am writing a minus b, then I can write this value as equal to b minus a, because in positive and negative all the answers are equal to positive. This one is the condition of modulus. Now depending upon this condition, we have to solve the question. Now what about the solution of question number 8? Set A is given to you. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the numbers. Now depending upon these numbers, we have to solve the question. Now the relation is A comma B. Now A and B are the two numbers from set A. Modulus A minus B is even. Now this is the condition. Now what about the first part, that is reflexive? If I am talking about the first content, whenever I write 1, 1, now what is the meaning of this? 1 minus 1, answer is equal to 0. If I am writing 2 comma 2, again the answer is equal to 0. Now 0 is considered as even number. Therefore, the relation is reflexive. Now what about symmetric relation? If I am writing 1 minus 3, answer is equal to minus 2, then 2, this one is even. What about 3, 1? Answer is equal to 2. It's again even number. If I am considering the difference as even, because this condition is there, A minus B is equal to even number, it means I can't write the combination of 1, 2. I have to write the combination of 1, 3 or 2, 4 or 3, 5 like this. It means the difference should be even. If first difference is equal to even, second difference is also even, then it is symmetric. If first difference is equal to, suppose first difference is equal to even and second is equal to odd, then it's not symmetric. Now what about the third condition? Third one is transitive. Now second one is also okay, symmetric. If I am writing 1 minus 3, the answer is equal to even. If I am writing 3 minus 5, answer is again even. What about the next value? If I am talking about the combination of next value, that is 1 and 5, it means I can write 1 minus 5, again the answer is equal to even. It means if I am compiling the result, the relation is reflexive, yes. Relation is symmetric, yes. Relation is transitive, again the answer is equal to yes. It means the relation is equivalence relation. It is the first part of our question. Now what about the second part? I am going to highlight that content whichever is important. Now I have already explained this part, equivalence relation. Now what about next part? Show that all the elements of 135 are related to each other and all the elements 2, 4 are related to each other. But no element of 135 is related to any element of 2, 4. This one is the condition. Now let us check this one. Now what about the statement? Our statement is R is equal to A comma B such that A minus B modulus is even. Now what about the pair? Suppose I am talking about 1, 3 and 5. These are the elements. If I am writing 1 minus 3, answer is even. If I am writing 1 minus 5, answer is equal to even. If I am writing 3 minus 5, again the answer is equal to even. Now what about the second content? It means if I am writing the result using 1, 3 and 5, all the answers are even. If I am using 2, 4, 2 minus 4, the answer is equal to again even. Now what about the third condition? The elements of 1, 3 and 5 and elements 2, 4. If I am using any one element from this set and any one element from this set, what will be the answer? 1 minus 2. Answer is equal to odd. Then 1 minus 4. Again the answer is odd. If I am using 3, 4, again the answer is equal to odd. It means all the answers are odd. Here all the answers are even, here all the answers are even. But if I am joining these two contents 1, 3, 5 in relation with 2, 4, the answer is equal to odd. It means it's applicable only with this pair or this pair. This one is the next condition. Thanks for watching my video. In the next video, I will discuss question number 9 onward of exercise 1.1.